Hi. So my friend Chelsey and I decided to do a workshop on connecting to our spirit guides. And I wanted to share with you a part of my preparation process for this workshop in particular, but also my process of preparing for such things. So if you've been in this field of spiritual healing for some time now, like me, you probably know that nothing is really one-sided and nothing is really going from one person to someone else. Let me describe what I mean. So in my preparation for helping other people connect to their spirit guides, I have taken a look at my own connection to my spirit guides, and I have asked in the process to learn what there is to be taught for the people who would be attracted to that workshop. And since nothing is one-sided, I also knew that that exact thing is what I need to learn, and vice versa. So when I asked my guides, hey guides, teach me. And the first thing that I came across was that I really did not want to get a deeper connection or work on a deeper connection to my spirit guides. And let me explain a bit about that or clarify. So as a shamanic healing practitioner and as a writer of spiritual fiction and nonfiction, and painter of my visions and things like that, I do connect to my guides. I do speak to them. I hear what they say. Every day I ask questions. Every day I get answers. But there's a difference between asking questions and getting answers back, or hearing their guidance, being attentive to their guidance, and building a relationship. So there's a difference between being able to communicate with your spirit guides and actually having a relationship with them. And I was asking, what was the point of having a relationship with you? Since I already know I have one from before I was born. And many times they actually pointed out to me when I was trying to build a relationship with them earlier, that their role here and our relationship is not the number one priority here. The number one priority here is my life and where I'm going, what I want to do. Because they are here, they are with me throughout this journey so that they can help me get to what I planned for myself. So, yeah, they're mentioning right now, you are the main story. I am the main story. And you are the main story relevant to your life and not your guides, right? So your guides are there to help you. And having said that, nothing is single-faceted. I decided to make it a word. I don't know if it is. Nothing is one-sided. So I asked them, all right, why don't I want to build a relationship with you? Because I felt that that had some significance. So I was taken to this vision of an empty, abandoned old temple. And this temple kind of exists within me and kind of not as well. So it's a temple that I have created for other souls, but also for myself. Like I said, nothing is really one-sided. Or at least a part of myself which believes and expects, in fact, that there is going to be a terrible day, an oblivion of sorts, when everything will go bad, when And it's also a solace place for other souls for whom such a day would come, or at least who believe and expect that such a day must always come, will come, for sure. Such a day such as maybe a complete bankruptcy, or losing one's health, or being abandoned by family, like whatever, being shamed by family and being abandoned by family. When suddenly someone would lose all their loved ones for some reason, lose all their physical and non-physical human possessions. And that is the place where they would come to. And I saw that the temple was being empty and abandoned, but also it was a bit weird that nobody, well, later I realized it was a bit weird that nobody even went inside the temple. They just sat around on the steps of the temple, and the windows didn't have any coverings on them, like glass or anything. You could go in through doors and windows. It was open, but nobody went in. Everybody just stayed outside, and they didn't even want to talk to each other. Everybody was just sulking alone on the steps of the temple. And I asked my guides, why did I create this temple and for what purpose? And I heard one sentence back, which was, I am not alone. And it was a temple for people that have been completely abandoned in their life. And they had nowhere to go, so that they had a place to go, this temple, and know that they are not alone. Yet the place wasn't really inviting, wasn't it? And it is also a place for a part of me that believes that, yes, such a terrible day must surely come, and so that I have a place to go where I'm not alone. So I spent the evening healing that part of me and that all of these things related to that, which is a long process. And the next day, I asked my guides, yeah, so what does that have to do with building a connection to my guides? Okay, thanks, you showed me that, and I worked on healing it, but how is that relevant to building a connection with you guys, with my spirit guides? And they showed me that I had resistance to creating relationships, long-lasting relationships, like serious, full-hearted, full-opened relationships. And they said that, look, this actually covers all facets of my life, which includes a relationship with them, with my spirit guides, and also a relationship with myself. And it's interesting because most of the time when I see parts of me in my visions, in my explorations of myself, I often see a blur over my own face, or I don't see my face, like I'm turned around. So I understand that, a relationship to myself, and also they said to relationship to people in the physical world. And I'm like, wow, that's a big one. That's a big one. But that's what they were referring to for connecting to spirit guides. Is not just about connecting to spirit guides. It's about healing stuff within us that would allow us to connect to spirit guides. And in doing that, we would also be healing a lot of other stuff in our life, as nothing is single-sided or and everything is multifaceted. So they were showing me that for myself and also for whoever would come to the workshop on connecting to spirit guides, apparently would be working on healing, the ability to build relationships, to have relationships, to be open to connecting to someone, even if that someone is you. Because it's never only one-sided. If we heal our ability, if we heal our resistance to us being able to connect to ourselves, then we'll be able to connect to anyone else, such as our spirit guides, such as people, physical people that we see in our lives, such as concepts, relationships to concepts, such as forming a relationship with a path, perhaps a chosen path for your life, and whatever else that you imagine. So that was just a snapshot into my preparation process for the upcoming workshop on connecting to spirit guides that we're going to do with Chelsey, Turpening, Coxsey, who is a dream analysis coach and has her own way of connecting to spirit guides, which is different from mine. But there is something magical in working together and seeing eye to eye and learning from each other in the process. So if you'd like to sign up for our upcoming workshop, which is going to be on February the 24th, 2024, you can go to the link in the description to this video or comments to this video, wherever I'm going to write it. It's going to be $15 per person. It will include, for me, it will include shamanic healing for whatever it is that's going to come up for that workshop, for everyone who's going to participate. So there would be a shamanic healing energy work to help people to connect to their spirit guides. And we will also have a live meditation where we would be connecting to the spirit guides with shamanic healing energy work in the background to help all of the participants to make a connection on whatever level of connection or whatever level of connection that they are ready for at this time, or whatever that they're seeking. And then we're going to have a question and answer session depending on how many people will be there. We'll be clearing out any possible doubts or confusions, questions, anything that might come up during the meditation and during the connection process. And if you're watching this after February 2024, this workshop is going to be recorded, and you'll be able to purchase the workshop separately and watch it on replay whenever you like. So come and hang out with us. Come and hang out with all of our spirit guides, with your guides, my guides, all of our guides who are going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.